Welcome back to AFL Tonight. I'm Nerily Meadows. Well, Hawthorn three-time premiership player Jack Gunston is with us. Jack, before we get on to the Swans on Friday night, how was Monday's review? Because I imagine it was a bit of a difficult one to sit through.
Yeah, I guess in terms of the second half it was, but in saying that, we did look at the positives of the first half, and I guess having 6 players out during the week and a lot of young guys coming in to kick 10 goals to their 4 in the first half was very pleasing, and we went in at half time very confident, and yeah, we came out in the second half, and that's probably the aspect that we did review on Monday, and it was just little bits here and there of un-Hawthorn-like actions and plays that.
Like what?
Oh, it's just, for instance, it's ball watching, it's not communicating with one another. It's these little things that people might not see, I guess, from watching afar, but when you're watching it in slow-mo and out there, they're crucial actions that are needed to win games of footy. Have
you taken for granted the fact that you've had pretty much the same team year in, year out, and you've really gotten to know each other, and now you almost need to communicate more than you did in the past? Yeah,
even with a strong, I guess, chemistry built team, you still need to communicate. It's a massive massive aspect of, I guess, AFL football and helping one another out on the field, and it's just that selfless aspect that it helps teams win games, and communication is key, and that's what we need to do, and especially with younger guys out there, you need to be communicating with them and helping them out as much as possible.
And is it the youth that, because it's not the first time this has happened, it's the first time you've been that dominant in the first half and it's happened, but your second halves haven't been great this year?
Yeah, they have been disappointing, and I wish I had an answer for you of how we can fix them. I think a lot of it, I guess, probably just comes down to mindset, and at times we probably played too quick, and I guess when you're on top you want to play fast footy and keep piling on the goals, so I think at times it's a matter of just slowing down and taking the easy options and just building your way up the field instead of going so quick.
Speaking of mindset, are you clear on where the club is at right now? Because from an outsider, you've been up at the top for such a long time, and now I'm confused whether you're rebuilding or you're not. What's happening internally?
Yeah, internally, you look at the ladder, we're 2 games out of the 8. We haven't played our best footy, and we've played some good patches, but we've played a lot of bad patches, and to still be two games out of the 8 shows how even this competition is, and anyone can beat anyone. So we're definitely nowhere near a rebuild, and we've got new young guys coming into the team, and we've got some older guys that I guess at times just need to stand up a little bit more and play more consistent, better footy, and you'll see these results. We'll be getting the wins and hopefully, climbing up the ladder.
Has Clarkson changed his approach to coaching? We always joke about the fact that he hasn't run a session in 10 years or so. Has he done more hands-on things at training or at the club?
Oh, I guess in terms of meetings and out on the track, it's pretty similar. We've got a great assistant coaches group that can take training and are really good in terms of coaching and guiding the boys. And I think in terms of Clarko's role, it hasn't changed at all. If anything, it's just a matter of brainstorming with the leaders and with the older guys of this group of how we can, I guess, get out of the rut that we were in previous to the wins. And we did that really well, and we've just got to keep piling on as many wins as we can. And I guess we dropped one on the weekend that we were hoping to win, and we're actually playing some good footy.
Luke Hodge, he's always liked to assert his authority on games, but is he getting angrier the older he gets? Because he was involved in everything on the weekend, push and shove.
Yeah, he can get those eyes sometimes, Hodgie, where you don't know what he's going to do, but that's what we love. He's been a great leader of our footy club and a premiership captain, and he stands up for anyone that's around him, and I guess he bleeds the brown and gold jumper, and I love it when Hodgie's playing that type of footy. He's on-edge footy, and that's when he plays his best.
Have you ever had, I think the most possessions you've ever had is 26, double that and you get Tom Mitchell on the weekend. Amazing effort, and then he gets a little bit of criticism.
Yeah, I was a bit amazed by that. I don't know how you can have 50 touches and be criticised, and he can find a footy anywhere on the field. He's in the thick of things, he's everywhere, and he's clean with the ball as well. So yeah, I was a bit amazed with the criticism, but I thought he played a great game, and he's been a great pickup for us so far, and yeah, I wouldn't mind taking some of those grabs up forward at the moment that he's taking.
Now, obviously, you do play the Swans on Friday night. You've brought in the jumper that you're going to be wearing for Indigenous round. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, it's a great jumper. We've had a pretty similar design over the last few years, and it's It's a jumper that I guess a lot of the boys at the club have helped design, the Shawnee Burgoynes, the Cyrils and these kind of guys, and we're actually auctioning off these jumpers on Hawk's Nest online, and all proceeds are going to the Indigenous Literacy Foundation. So yeah, I encourage everyone to get on, and all the match-worn jumpers are sold and all the proceeds go to a great cause. Obviously
up against your old mate Buddy Franklin, do you still marvel at the things that he does, and do you catch yourself just sometimes watching him going, come on mate, that's ridiculous?
Absolutely. Especially you kicked a goal on the weekend. Oh, here it is now, off one step. It's amazing. I'm a lover of football, and I love watching the gun players just go at it, and especially as a forward myself, watching Buddy do some of this sort of stuff, and being able to have played with him was great. But yeah, hopefully we can stop him this week.
Well, Jack, for your sake, I hope you kick a couple of those, something similar to that. I'm not sure you can quite pull that off, but you can do some special stuff.
There we go.
Thanks for dropping by.
No worries, thank you.